Hi everyone! It's time for another show and tell. I'm Miss Stephanie, a library specialist at the Tower Road branch of the Alachua County Library District. Today I'm going to show you my Halloween collection. But before I do that, do you guys remember last week when I showed you my butterfly collection? There's one right there. And I showed you this box, but I didn't know what this butterfly was called. Well, one of my coworkers shared my video with someone who works at the Natural History Museum, and through their contacts and colleagues, they got me an answer. This is called a mosaic or a mosaic zebra. So now we know. I had to go to an expert to find out, but sometimes you have to do that. Most of the time, a librarian is a pretty good source of information, but we don't know everything. We usually know where to find it, and clearly a librarian knew where to find it. So thank you very much to the people at the Natural History Museum for helping me solve that mystery. Today I'm showing you my Halloween collection. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays because you get to dress up and you get a ton of candy. I'm a little old for trick-or-treating now, but I used to trick-or-treat all the time when I was a kid. In fact, one year I wanted to be a mermaid really badly for Halloween, so my mom made a mermaid costume. The only problem was that I couldn't move my legs very well. Mermaids don't really have to worry about moving their legs or walking, they just get to swim. Unfortunately, I was a kid who was going trick-or-treating. I needed to move my legs. I'm pretty sure they carted me around in a wagon for a bit of it. Maybe my dad carried me around for another part of it. It was a great costume. It just wasn't very functional. But I still like to dress up. And as far as candy goes, I don't get to go trick-or-treating, but I do hit up the 50% off candy the day after Halloween. So I still win, I guess. Anyway, let me show you my Halloween collection. Alright, so this is my Halloween corner. It stays up year-round on my dresser. I have a few pumpkins, including one which I painted to look like the stretching portraits at the Haunted Mansion at Disney. I have little birds that are wearing Halloween costumes, and one that's a Day of the Dead bird. I have some bottles, real bottles that look like potion bottles, and fake ones over there. A Nightmare Before Christmas snow globe. So here we go. It's black and orange, like Halloween colors. Before we go, I have some Halloween facts that I want to share with you. Do you guys like candy corn? Candy corn was made by the Wonderly Candy Company in Philadelphia back in the 1880s. It didn't really get popular until the 1950s, but back in the 1880s, they marketed it as chicken feed, and their slogan was "something worth crowing over." I think candy corn is probably a better name for it, but there are people who eat something called puppy chow out in the Midwest, so if you do like candy corn, I have some bad news for you. Candystore.com did a survey trying to find out the 10 worst and the 10 best Halloween candies, and candy corn is the #1 worst. Second place is circus peanuts, which, depending on how old you are, you may not even know what circus peanuts are. And they're not actually like peanuts that you get at the circus. It is a type of candy. If you're wondering what the top 5 candies are, well, I will tell you. Number 5, M&M's. Pretty good. Number 4, Kit Kat. Number 3, Twix. Number 2, Snickers. And the #1 Halloween candy, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Now, I'm partial to the Reese's Pumpkins. I think they taste a little bit better. But I guess it shouldn't be a surprise that the top 5 Halloween candies are all chocolate. Whenever you guys tell me about your favorite holiday, you can also tell me your favorite Halloween candy if you'd like. So this week's challenge is that I want you guys to show me something that reminds you of your favorite holiday. Obviously, my favorite holiday is Halloween, so I showed you a bunch of Halloween stuff. I know that it may not be easy to get your hands on some of the things, so if you have to draw me a picture, you can do that, or just show me a photograph, you can do that too. I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with. Remember to share it with us on social media. We are Alachua County Library District on Facebook and at Alachua Library on Instagram and Twitter. If you're interested in reading more on Overdrive, we have the Haunted Library series, the Goosebumps series, and most of the popular series have at least one Halloween book. So Fancy Nancy, Curious George, Paw Patrol all have a Halloween book on Overdrive. There are also other resources you can look at. When we're talking about holidays, I don't just mean Halloween. So if you go on Florida Memory, that is run by the State Library of Florida. They collect videos and photographs, so you can go online and look and see what Halloween and Christmas were like back in the 40s, 50s, 60s. There are all sorts of photographs that are really interesting to look through. Nat Geo Kids has articles on Holi and Diwali. Maybe you can find a holiday that you don't really know anything about. So I hope you guys will share with me something that reminds you of your favorite holiday. I can't wait to see your posts, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.